Hi everyone, thanks for joining the session today. My name is Jaden On. I'm a Senior Security Technical Specialist with IBM Security. Today, I'll be walking you through a demo on IBM Security Guardium Insights. The objective of this demo is to highlight how Guardium Insights can help you gain visibility into data security posture and meet the compliance requirements across on-prem and cloud environments. So, let's start the demo with a brief introduction of Guardium Insights. So IBM Security Guardium Insights is a hybrid cloud data security hub that helps you improve visibility into user data activity and risk around your data. The solution runs on Red Hat OpenShift, allowing it to be deployed on premises and in private and public cloud environments. Guardium Insights stores and enables access to years and years of security data to support compliance requirements. Additionally, Guardium Insights helps to reduce the cost and complexity related to collecting, managing, and retaining security and compliance data. It provides machine learning-based analytics across all your data security compliance information to proactively secure the environment. It provides advanced analytics to enhance threat investigations, and it also provides quick reporting functionality, including pre-built reports. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the Guardium Insights web GUI. So let's log into Guardium Insights Secure Web Console. So upon logging into Guardium Insights, we are presented with the information that we need to understand the greater risk in our environment, such as the number of data sources that may be at risk, the potential number of risky users, and a list of risk-based analytical alerts. So, risk scoring helps teams understand where to focus and prioritize investigation based on risk level. So one of the reports related to the risk is the data source risk report, where you will find the risk analysis that has been performed against your data sources. For each data source that is scanned, Guardium Insights calculates a risk. We can take a look at data source risk. Click on View All Data Sources, and then we will see a list of data sources with associated risk levels. Okay, so there are three levels: low, medium, and high. We can look into one of the data sources, and you can see the anomalies. You can see the data objects at risk. Okay, you can see the user that may be at risk. With these reports, we now have the visibility about the risk on the data sources. Now, let's go back to the dashboard. The next card in our dashboard is related to the users. Guardium Insights flags user activity that is associated with anomalies found during the data analysis. The user risk page lets you see these users and their associated anomalies. User Asset Risk Report helps security team to find out the risky users and investigate their activities in details. So in this report, we only have 8 users with low risks, and apparently there's no user with high or medium risk score. And what we can do is we can basically filter the report, and we can basically narrow down the search. For example, I just want to see the users for Oracle databases. So I basically check the Oracle and then apply filters. And then now what happens is, using the filter functionality, we just narrow down the search for the records being investigated. Let's take a look at one of the users here. Maybe let's take a look at U8. Let's click on it, and here we can see 3 activities: data extraction, data modification, and abnormal type secret operation. And we can also see different confidence scores as well, and they are all marked as outliers. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard and let's take a look at all anomalies. So Guardium Insights compiles a list of anomalies, which are actions that are taken on your data that do not follow regular protocol. So in this report, we can see a number of anomalies. For example, data extraction, abnormal type of secret operation, and so on. And let's take a look at this one. Database access via an application or channel never used by the hacker. So now we can take a look at this issue in detail. Okay, so when you open an anomaly, you can see details such as when and where it was found. The summary section provides general information about the anomaly. The detailed section provides information about 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. And we can also see that we have a confidence score of 100% for this anomaly. Additionally, we can take actions such as marking the anomaly as red, dismissing the specific anomaly, or creating a ticket. In this scenario, we'll demonstrate how to raise a ticket for this specific anomaly. With the ticketing integration, we can automatically create the ticket. Let's go ahead and create the ticket. So we can see a short description for this ticket, and then we can see the detailed description for the ticket. And if you want to go ahead and create a ticket, then you just have to click on save. Okay. So Guardium Insights allow integrations with a variety of ticketing services so that you can create tickets based on the findings of Guardium Insights. Okay. So another value of Guardium Insights is the ease of distributing reports. It does not only have automated integrations, but it is also possible to share the URLs for this specific records or reports. The Guardium Insights user who receives the link can open this specific record. So another related report section, we have anomaly report, vulnerability assessment report, and classification report. Let's take a look at the anomaly report. So this is basically the anomaly report for contribution pointers. Since Guardium Insights analyzes the activities to identify the anomalies, it is possible to investigate the actual activities contributed to this specific anomaly. We can see the actual time of the activity and the activity itself, in addition to other details such as the source IP and so on. Okay. So let's go back to the dashboard. And click on View All Anomalies. And let's take a look at anomaly rules this time. Okay, this page lists all anomaly rules that we have created. So in this scenario, we only have one rule, which is the default rule. It will always exist in the list. Okay, let's take a look at this. So this default rule basically stipulates that the Guardium Insights administrator will be notified of any anomalies other than the logical operation or previously undetected user types with a confidence level higher than or equal to 85. Okay, and this rule can be edited or set to inactive, but it cannot be removed. Okay, so let's try to create a rule for our demo. Okay, you can click on create rule. Okay, so in the details, let's give it a name and description. Okay, and click on next. And let's create a rule based on the confidence score. Okay, so we can choose confidence score and choose an operator. Let's choose greater than or equal to 85%. Okay, so because we want to be notified for the anomalies with confidence score greater than or equal to 85%. And you can add another condition. Okay, so we don't have any other condition, so let's move on and click on next. And this is where you choose how you want to be notified, or how you want to send notifications to, other users or systems. Okay, so we have a number of choices. You can send notifications to users or roles. Okay, you can integrate with webhooks, okay, or ticketing systems. You can even integrate with, IBM Security Verified Privilege Vault in order for you to take further actions on privileged users on this anomaly. Okay, so for this demo, let's just choose send notifications to users or roles, and you can add recipients. Okay, let's add a recipient. Okay, and you can also add another action as well. Okay, so let's move on and click on next, and we can review before we confirm the rule and save the rule, right? Okay, so the rule is set to active, and click on finish. Now we have two rules. Okay, you can basically make the rule active or inactive. Okay, you can edit the rule, and you can basically delete the rule. So let's delete the rule for this demo. Okay, so let's create another anomaly rule. But this time, let's create a rule based on the type of anomaly that we want to be notified upon. So click on Create Rule, and let's give it a name like last time. Click on Next. So under conditions, you can specify the condition. Let's choose type. Operator, let's choose equal to. And under values, we have a list of the types of anomalies that we want to be notified upon, right? So we can see suspicious activity, abnormal failures, data extractions, data modification, and logical operation, and so on. Okay, let's choose suspicious activity, and you can add another condition as well. Okay, we don't have any other conditions, so let's move on and click on next. Again, you can choose a recipient type. Okay, and let's choose send notifications to users and roles. We can specify users or roles here. Okay, we can add another action as well. Click on next, and we can review before we confirm and save the rule. Okay, we can see that the rule is set to active. So let's click on finish, and now we have another rule based on the type of anomaly. Okay, and again, we can basically delete the rule. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard again. So Guardium Insights provides an overview page that acts as a gateway to viewing data analytics. Information provided on this page includes risky data sources and users and anomalies, reports, and activity that has been undertaken as a result of data analytics. So this pre-built dashboard is highly customizable as all other dashboards, and it is possible to have multiple dashboards by just basically adding, removing, and customizing the existing ones, as well as organizing dashboards for different needs and requirements. So let's take a look at the Guardium Data Protection Health Overview card. The Guardium Data Protection Health Overview card on the dashboard provides information from all connected central managers in one view. The card shows central manager, aggregator, collector, and S-step health information in a graphical view. So according to the health of the system, appliances are categorized as healthy, unknown, warning, and critical. So when we hover, on the chart, we can see the ratio of this category to all in this specific type of appliance. By that way, it makes it possible to react to system outages more proactively. Now, let's customize the dashboard. It is always possible to customize the dashboard by basically adding and removing cards, changing the location of the card, etc. Okay, so there are templates for the cards such as data source risk, user risk, outliers, Guardium Data Protection Health, and others. And it is also possible to add reports to the dashboard. So let's add a report. Okay, and you can just click on add card, and you can select a report here. So we have a number of reports that you can add to the dashboard. So we have client IP activity summary, full SQL, SQL errors, and so on. And we have administrative command usages and so on. Okay, so let's choose client IP activity summary to be added to the dashboard. Okay, so this is the pre-built report. So let's choose this one, and if you scroll down, you will see that the report is available over here. And you can basically customize how you want to see the report. Okay, so this is the table view. If you want to see it as a chart, you can choose chart view. All right, and basically, you can organize the reports and so on. Let's remove this card. So now let's talk about reports. Okay, click on View All Reports. So Guardium Insights offers several predefined reports that help you quickly and easily identify security risks, such as inappropriately exposed objects, users with excessive rights, and unauthorized administrative actions, and so on. These predefined reports can be cloned or customized, but they cannot be deleted or modified in any way. Examples of the many predefined reports include client IP activity summary that we just saw earlier, full SQL, and exception details, and sensitive object usage, and so on. So let's add full SQL to the favorite card of the Guardium Insights overview page. We can use the star next to the report name. Okay, and then we can basically see the report here. Okay, so this report basically shows the details for the full SQL statements that are run by database users for a selected period of time. So some of the data points are, as you can see, the user, the time, the server IP, and so on. So we can view the actual data in the report, or we can use aggregation functions such as count, average, sum, etc. Okay, let's take a look at the server IP count and click on apply. There you go. Okay, so we can remove this formula very easily. And if you want to narrow down your search within the report, you can use filter based on the data points over here. So let's create a filter based on server IP address. Okay, so click on server IP, search or add value. So we can basically add value, the server IP address, and apply, and click on apply filters. So this basically narrowed down our search. What it shows is the data and events that are related to the server IP address 9.46.65.43. Okay, and you can clear the filters. So let's go back to the reports and create a new report. We can see a number of report types. In Guardium Insights, you can copy existing reports, including predefined reports, and create custom reports. When creating a custom report from scratch, we can choose a report category, which are classification, DB activity, DB exception, full SQL, policy violation, and vulnerability assessment. So let's choose full SQL. Okay, and click on next. Okay, so each report category offers different data points, as you can see in this page, and there are dozens of fields that Guardium Insights collects, and it enriches the reports with these columns. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, and let's talk about the audit results. So from the menu, you can choose audit results. In addition to online reporting capabilities, Guardium Insights audits allow you to schedule jobs and set up auditing processes for those jobs. The audit results page contains all audits that have run, and you can open each audit to see its details and status, and you can generate a log for all of your audits as well. So let's take a look at this one. Okay, so this is basically the audit run, and what you can do is you can see the status, and then you can also add your own comments as well, and you can add the comment here. Okay, and you can basically post the comment. Okay, let's go back to this. So what happens is all of these comments are stored and reported in the history field of the audit. So when we review the report and we add our inputs, and when we have an audit and the auditor asks about some specific activities in this report, our comments can help us and add some context. So when you open a task, you can see all of the settings. For example, if the task includes the review of a received CSV file, you can basically click download CSV file to receive the file. You can change the status of the task, and you can add a comment to the task as well. So let's change the status to completed. Okay, and let's go back to the audit results. Okay, so you can basically hide the completed task as well. So now our audit results report is narrowed by hiding the completed tasks. And let's go back to overview, and let's talk about scheduled and audited jobs. So for this demo, let's create a new scheduled job to run a report. Okay, so click on new scheduled job, and the text type is a run report. Okay, and then report name is, let's go with administrative user login. Okay, and then for the runtime parameters, we can choose synchronize with previous run. Okay, for the notification, you can add recipient. Okay, so recipient type is send notifications to user and roles. You can add tax owners. Okay, and you can also add another recipient type as well. And let's move forward. Click on next. Okay, so let's schedule it. So I'm good with this, so click on next. You can add other details as well. Okay, so I don't have anything more to add, so let's click on next. And let's review before we publish it. Okay, so all good. The audit status is set to active, and then click on finish. And now we can see there is a scheduled job to run report on administrative user login here. So you can, basically edit it. You can edit the roles as well. You can basically disable it. You can run once for now as well. So you can basically disable it as well. Okay. And you can also delete the scheduled job as well. So click on delete and confirm delete. Okay. So let's go back to the overview page, and let's talk about policy management. Let's go to the policies. So policies are sets of rules and actions applied in real time to the data source traffic observed by Guardium Insights. Policies define which traffic is ignored or logged, which activities require more granular logging, and which activities should trigger an alert. And multiple policies can be defined in Guardium Insights at the same time. Okay, so let's take a look at the S-Gate. Okay, this is a security policy. A security policy contains an ordered set of rules to apply to the observed traffic between database clients and servers. Each rule can apply to a request from a client or to a response from a server. In this scenario, we can expand rules to understand more about this S-Gate policy. Okay, and we can collapse rules as well. Let's go back to the policies. Okay, so let's see how we can create a new policy. When you're creating policies, you see that Guardium Insights provides templates from which you can create common policies. When your template is loaded, you can see the rules that are defined by the template. You can modify these as desired, and you can add more rules, or you can edit or delete any of the predefined template rules. Or you can create a custom policy. Okay, so let's see how we can create a custom policy. Let's give it a name. Okay, click on create. So here you can basically add your access rule. You can add exception rules as well. Let's add an access rule. Again, here you can use a template, or you can use you can create a custom rule using your own conditions and logic, and you can add your own actions and so on. Okay, if you want to use a template, you can easily pick one of the available templates that we have here. Okay, such as SQL injection, operating system command injections, and so on. Right? So Okay, let's cancel it. Again, it's the same for exception rule. You can use a template here. Okay, so for example, you can choose this rule. If you want to detect failed login within 1 minute for any user on any database. Okay, or you can create a custom rule where you have to define your own conditions and logic and actions. Okay, click cancel. Okay, so for the purpose of the demo, let's create an access rule based on a template. Okay, so add an access rule, use a template. Okay, so the template is actually for the unauthorized access of PCI track data. The condition is, any database user not in the group of authorized users. Okay, and the actions basically we can do alert per match. We can choose an email server. We can use an alert template. Okay, and we have a recipient. Okay, click on OK. And we can save the policy. So the action triggered by the rule can be a notification action, or the event might simply be logged as a policy violation. Rule actions can also be used for simple audit and report logging. Custom actions can also be developed to perform any tasks necessary for conditions that may be unique to a given environment or application. In our scenario, we just want to send an email notification as policy alert for each match. Okay, let's go back to the policy, and we now have the Guardium enablement policy, which is not active. So you can click on 3 dots and then we can activate it. Okay, so now the we can basically click on activate. Now the Guardium enablement policy is active. So let's talk about integrations and settings. Okay, so let's go to connections. Okay, so to be able to stream data to Guardium Insights for analysis, we first need to connect our data sources. It allows you to connect data sources on Guardium Data Protection, Amazon Web Services, and Azure. In our demo, as you can see in the connections report, we have multiple data sources feeding Guardium Insights. So Guardium Insights can discover streams automatically after connecting to AWS. It is also possible to add streams manually if it cannot be discovered. In this configuration page, you can see the details such as region, database type, port, cluster information, as well as connection credentials. So let's repeat these steps for other data sources of different types. So let's add connection. So in this demo, let's choose Cassandra database. Okay, so for configuring the connection, the data source is Cassandra. You can select the environment. Okay, so we can work with Cassandra on Azure. So this is basically database as a service. or Cassandra deployed in an on-prem environment. Okay, so if you go with Azure, then we can work with Azure Event Hub as a connection method. Okay, if you choose on-prem, then you can leverage on our STAP agent as a connection method. Okay, we can click on we can basically go with Azure and click on configure. Okay, so for a data source running on Azure, we'll need a connection with an account, and you can reuse an existing connection or create and test the connection from scratch as well. Okay, okay, let's cancel this one. Okay, so let's choose Cassandra again. And when configuring data source which is hosted on-prem, we need an agent, the STAP, to be deployed. So Guardium Insights again links to the required instructions to help you with the deployment and configuration. Okay, so we can click done here, and that is how you would add a new connection. Okay, so let's go back. Let's talk about activity log. So Guardium Insights does not only monitor data sources, but also audits itself. All operations done on Guardium Insights are logged as activity logs, and these logs can be reviewed in this report, and you can use a filtering capability to narrow down the results. Okay, so let's take a look at integrations. So this page shows integrations with Guardium Central Managers, email servers, even IBM Security Verified Privilege Vault, and other systems such as ServiceNow. Okay, so let's take a look at the Central Manager page. In the Guardium Central Managers page, Guardium Insights reports, Guardium Data Protections Central Manager that are integrated to Guardium Insights. In this report, we can see basic information about Central Managers such as name, port, and status. On top of that, we can also have a general view, number of Guardium Data Protection appliances and issues as well. And when we expand or extend our solution, we can add new Central Manager. Okay, so we can go back to Central Manager and integrations. So emails are used in notification. Okay, when you want to send notifications to team members and other data security specialists. Okay, and then this is the integration with ServiceNow for creating tickets. Okay, let's go back, and we have a number of integrations. Okay, maybe let's take a look at PAM. PAM is for the the privileged users. We have IBM Security Verified Privilege Vault as PAM. Okay, and then we have other integrations such as webhooks as well. This is to send notification via HTTP post method. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so this brings me to the end of my demo. Just to recap what we have seen so far. So this demo shows how you can use Guardium Insights to gain visibility into data security posture, automate auditing and compliance, ensure data security across on-prem and cloud environments from a unified and centralized single console. I have walked you through how you can analyze and investigate anomalies, malicious user activities, and other security threats. I've also shown how Guardium Insights determines the severity of a threat by using confidence scores, other factors, and data points. You've also seen how you can easily customize dashboards, generate reports, create security policies with granular access control rules, add data sources, and integrate with third-party systems such as ticketing systems and threat management solutions. I hope that this has been fruitful. And with this, I'd like to conclude my demo. And if you have any questions around IBM Security, Guardium Insights, or any of the IBM Security solutions, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Jaden On with IBM Security, and I'd like to thank you for your interest in IBM Security Solutions, and have a great day ahead.